I met up with a Jinny, who is an IRL streamer. She's Korean. She does IRL. She's awesome. I've known her for a long time. And as I saw Jinny, I was like, "Yeah, what's up, Jinny?" And as Jinny was coming over to me, there was this girl who was, I guess, like quite tall, who was with Jinny. And then, I apologize if you are this girl, because this story is gonna not be so favorable. So, and I hope we can treat this as a learning lesson. So there's this I'm talking to Jinny, and there's this girl who's really tall, and I'm just chatting with Jinny and Jinny's friend, and they're all really sweet. It's so awkward. Oh god, I cringe. And so there's this girl who's like maybe like 6'2" or 3, I'm not sure, quite tall, and they're standing behind Jinny, and they're kind of like, they don't say anything, but they introduce themselves. And I think at some point I'm like, I don't know when this happens, I'm chatting to Jinny, and she hasn't said anything for like 30-40 minutes, and I'm like, who is this person? They're with Jinny, and Jinny hasn't said anything, right? So I'm thinking like, oh, this must just be Jinny's friend, because Jinny's not saying anything, and they're with Jinny, and I'm like, okay, cool. And at one point, I think we're like, I think I was following someone else on Instagram, and this tall person like also like grabs my phone and types in their Instagram and follows. And then I'm like, oh, okay. So I get my phone back, and I guess I'm following this person now, sure. And right before I put my phone away, I like clicked the messages, and I seen that this person who just followed me had a lot of messages to me, and I'd never replied to a single one of them. And I was like, huh, okay, interesting. So I put my phone away, and then I'm just chatting and stuff, and it's going on for like another 30 minutes, and this person has been standing there, hasn't said a single thing, and I was like, okay. And anyway, I go away, and Pete finally shows up, so I go to talk to Pete, and Pete's at like the other side of the room, so I walk over to go and say hi to Pete, and I'm chatting with Pete, and as I'm talking to Pete, I feel like a presence behind me. I feel like there's someone there, and and they haven't said a word, and I turn around, and it's that girl again, and I'm like, oh god, in my head, this is getting weird now. And so I'm like, all right, well, you know what, Pete, I'll see you in a little bit. I'm gonna go say hi to another friend. And so I go to this other friend, and I'm chatting with them, and as I'm chatting with them, like Mr. X, I see them walking towards me again, and they have locked eyes with me, and they're walking towards me. And I'm like, okay, now this is getting weird. All right, this is a bit much. And so I'm like, okay. All right, okay, so all right, okay, I gotta unload this mob. I gotta figure out how to lose this person now. Okay, this is getting weird. So then I go to Jinny again, and Jinny's finally with her friend and like her actual friend alone. And I go to Jinny, I'm like, hey, who is this person? Do you know them? Are they your friend? And she's like, I have no idea who that is. I'm like, what the fuck, Jinny? Jinny, why would you just let this person follow you for so long? How have you survived? Don't you travel the world solo? Why are you just letting people follow you? What is up with you, Jinny? And Jinny's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay. Okay. All right. That's kind of strange then. And so I go to the bar, and then I'm with Pete, and I'm at the bar, and we're trying to get a drink. And so as I'm at the bar, you guessed it, she spawns behind us again. And I'm like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. And so I tell Pete, I'm like, you know what? I'm good. And so I just walk off, because I was getting freaked out. And so then I was, at a certain point, I was like, you know what? I'm just done. I'm just going to leave the party, because you know what? I'm just not enjoying this. And I did ask Jinny though. I was like, Jinny, how long has this person been following you for? And Jinny was like, oh, maybe like 3 hours. I was like, Jinny, 3 hours? What? But it was on stream apparently that she'd started following. I was like, Jinny, why would you not say anything? So, as I leave this party, we were gonna go to another spot because I was like, you know what, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of aight with this. And so we were leaving the party, and I thought, well, look, I think I managed to lose her. And then as I'm leaving this party, and I see Pete waiting outside, I'm like, yo, Pete, what's up? And I think Jinny's leaving as well. And as we're leaving, of course, she follows. Insane. I don't know, this, dude, if this person ever becomes a private detective, phenomenal. So, we're literally like, it's not even like leaving, like to get to the, just the exit the party. Like, I actually just left the party and they're still following us. And I was like, okay, all right, okay. And I'm like, hey, we're gonna go now. So, hope you have a nice night. And then I think they didn't get it. And I was like, oh. And then I think I was just like, please leave us alone. Why didn't I talk to them? I guess in my mind, I was trying to save. I was being too British about it, whereas I should have just, from like the first point, I should have just been like, fuck off. But I think I was like trying every opportunity for this person to realize on their own. They're behind me right now, aren't they? I was being too nice. And I think on the fourth following, I should have just been like, you know what, I'm good. But it's also just tough, man. It's so tough in these positions because like clearly they think they're killing it. And I don't have the heart to be like, hey man, just fuck off, please. So I feel bad. So if that person ever watched this clip, which there is a high chance they will, you didn't say anything weird. Actually, you didn't say anything. Maybe that was part of the problem. but please just don't follow people around. Not the best thing to do. It was a little intense. So, yeah. Read the DMs. I did unfollow them afterwards. I don't know, sometimes people have no social skills. Like, that's the thing, is that, like, it's always tough with these kind of things because, you know, people are human, and maybe they're just because they're encroaching on my personal space. I still have a really hard time being mean to people, or not mean, just, you know, telling someone to fuck off. When I know that after a certain point, it's fair game, and I know that's fair, but I still have a really hard time doing it, just because I know that sometimes the intentions aren't bad. And so, but I think maybe I should have just been like, hey, leave me alone. But it was very intense, not gonna lie. Very weird. How to kill the vibe 101. And I know some people will be like, well, you know, if it was a guy, you would have said fuck off. And I'm like, no, I'm just as awkward.